Hello and welcome to Two and All Gaming, and welcome to Life in the Village. We are going to start a whole new season right from the start, and I'm going to go through quickly the basics, how to set it up, just to help those who maybe this is their first introduction to it. So if you haven't already, go to your Twitch app, desktop app. You come in here, you go to mods, the little mods tab, browse mod packs. Type in Life in the Village, it'll bring it up here. Then you would just click here to say install, and it will install for you. Then you go to your mod packs and it'll be sitting there and you can play. So if you haven't done that already, one thing to do before you do get into the game is to come in up to the menu icon here, click on file settings. We've got Minecraft. It's got its own special thing. You can change things like resolution and whatnot. But right down the bottom, it's got allocated memory. Now, each of these mod packs can chew up quite a bit of the JavaScript memory. The default is something like 3,000 megabytes. It's very low. If you check on your mod packs homepage, it normally gives you a value, what they think your minimum allocated RAM should be to run the mod pack smoothly. If you've added in shaders and a few other textures and things, it's going to be even higher than that. So set that higher than the the default. For Life in the Village, the mod pack designer recommends that you put in 4 gigabytes or 4,000 odd megabytes, so you can go more than that. Don't use up all of your computer's RAM, because you do still have background programs that need some of that too. Mine's a 16 gigabyte RAM, so by using the maximum allowed here, I've still got a spare 4 gigs to run background programs. But check out your specs, make sure it fits for your computer. Before you even load your world, a couple of things that are good to change. First, go into your controls. One thing you're going to be using a lot is excavate. So search for excavate, and you see there it's got a conflict. It's actually conflicting with the quest, bringing up your quest menu. So that's not helpful, not at all. The grave key, if you don't know what that is, that's sometimes called the tilde key. It's just below your escape key in the top left corner of your keyboard, just above the tab. So that's the grave key, so you don't want that to conflict. Now, being a mod pack, there's lots of different mods competing for your keys on your keyboard, so try and find something that you will both remember to use, find easy to use while you're digging or chopping wood or whatever, and put it there. For me, the simplest thing I've found to do is I've got a gaming mouse, so I put it on my gaming mouse, add it to one of the buttons there, so then I can just use my thumb, hold that down while I'm holding down my left mouse button, and it does the job for me. But see what you can find. Another thing to look up is villages. When you want to list the surrounding villages, you press the V key, but again, it's got a conflict, so it doesn't work. So it's not something you use super often, but it can be quite helpful early game. So I just put that over in comma. It's not something I need that handy, but comma is not a conflict. So I put it over in comma so I can actually use it. The other thing you want to do, go click on mods, A to Z, scroll down to Quark. Quark is a mod that does a lot of background generating and world setting. What you want to do is click on Quark, go into the config and world, and the world generation options. Go to page 2, revamped stone gen. Click on the settings button. Now, this sets which biomes you can find, some of the more exotic stone types. So granite, diorite, andesite, marble, limestone. You may not use a lot of that in your regular builds or whatever, but in Life in the Village, the Minecolonies, when you start upgrading your buildings to higher levels, it asks for some of these stones. So that's fine if you want granite, because it's allowed in mountain and hills. It's fine if you want andesite, because it's allowed in forest. Very common biomes. You're going to find plenty of those. The trouble is diorite. It's only found in sandy, savanna, wasteland, and mushroom, and you can be searching for ages trying to find those particular biomes just so you can get a couple of lumps of diorite to finish off your builder's hut level 3 or whatever. So I recommend, before you even generate your world, because once you change this, it only applies to newly generated chunks. So if you do this later on in the game, you're still going to have to go to new territory for it to actually spawn in the diorite. So by doing it before I even load in the first world, it's going to be done straight away. So I am going to add in here, I don't think that whether it's uppercase or lowercase matters, but just for the unity of it all, I'm going to put it in forest and hills. There we go. Make sure you click done. It's definitely added to the list here. Now when I need diorite, I'm not going to have to go world exploring just to find it. So do those few things first, then we can get started getting into your first world. I will skip ahead, save you the world generation. Also, this will allow me to probably restart 3 worlds because the first 2 put me at the bottom of the ocean. That happens quite a lot. You can get up and try and swim for land, but you're going to be wasting a lot of time. It's just easier just to spawn in a new world. So I'm going to go spawn until I get myself some solid land under my feet. I'll see you after the flip. Well, lucky me, I spawned on solid ground first time. I'll just look up the seed for you in case you want to play along with the same world. Just write that number down and type it in. When you're in your world generating, you won't necessarily spawn in the exact same place that I did. It'll be sort of within a radius, but it will be the same world. So you'll be able to find me or where I'm at by looking at the coordinates. You can see just under my mini-map there. -628, 8 and 836. Okay, so we're in the forest, and what have we got? We've already got a few items. We have our starter house, courtesy of prefab, and that gives you a lovely starter house within which you've got your bed, a furnace, a crafting table. You've got a little garden set up. You also have some chests, and in those chests you will find some basic items, some wood, some saplings, some food, some seeds, all your starter stone tools, which is handy, and a full set of leather armor. So it's great to start you off, so you're not chasing down just those basic items. You get them straight away and get on with your business. And you might be tempted to whack that down straight away, but I would not recommend it, because what you're going to get the full of life in the village, you're going to want to be near a millionaire village. Bonus if it's near a Minecraft village as well, and then with space to start your mine colony, and you may have to roam a little to find that space. So I wouldn't recommend putting it down straight away. So I'm just going to take it out of my hotbar there. We've also got some doggy talents items, so when you find a wolf you can tame it and turn it into a dog, give it skills and level it up, and then make a nice little doggy bed. It's pretty cool. We'll get into that later. And you've got your quest book. Now of course your quests work. You can press your grave key to bring up your quest, or you right click your quest book, or you just press your grave key. So what that means is this quest book is actually just taking up space. You don't actually need it. So I just pick it up, and you can either drag it or just click and wave it around. Then I hold down my shift key, and that opens up the garbage bin. If I don't hold down the shift key, I'll just throw it on the ground. But I want to destroy it, so I don't just pick it up again the moment I move. And it's gone. And I've got my inventory space back. But let's have a quick look at the quests. Starts with Steve the Explorer. Helps you get into the game. This one, reload quest, is just sometimes when they update the game and they add new quests or change quest lines, you can do that to reset it. But we start with getting a crafting table and then portable crafting, which is pretty cool. And your standard things like iron and picking up poo. Of course, very standard. Anyway, then you've got the engineering stuff, which is fun. This is chisel items for later on. This is your millionaire quest lines here, and this is your mine colony quest lines over here. And then there's a reward shop with, oh my, no chance cubes for me. No thank you, I've had too many bad experiences with those, but anyway, there you get some in your quest rewards. So the first thing we need to do is get a crafting table. Simple, huh? Just punch some wood. Now if you hold down your excavator key, not only can you punch wood, you can punch a whole tree. Take that. You don't even need a tool for it. You can do it with the leaves, get some apples, so I've got some food, but be well warned, it does use up your stamina like you punched each individual leaf. So that's a thing. It is actually a thing. You can use it on the dirt and on stone and anything, and it gets pretty wild. But yeah, sometimes it doesn't work with the dirt because of all the leaves and the grass and stuff. But if I show you, I'll show you this quickly. It'll take a little time with the stone. Sometimes you accidentally excavate stuff. Now that might seem strange. Like, how can you accidentally excavate stuff? Okay, it's not going to work with stone without a tool. Like, how do you accidentally punch stuff, you know, or accidentally excavate? Well, it's easier than it thinks, because excavate works on even wood planks and things like that. You might be like, oh, I placed a wood plank wrong. And then you take it out, but you're in such the habit of holding down your excavate key whenever you pick something up that you do it, and it rips all your whole house out. You go, what? I didn't mean to do that. You can actually correct it. I'll show you with this tree, see if it works. It doesn't work so well with some of the natural stuff, but bring up your little menu there, and then type in undo underscore excavation. Yeah, that's what I said. With trees it gets a bit weird, because all the leaves and stuff. Let's try it again. Have I picked up the wood? Will that work? Nah. Yeah, trees and dirt. Because there's too much other things, little things attached, it doesn't work. But if you do that with your wood planks or your stone or whatever, it'll actually put it all back. One thing it doesn't put back is the durability of the tools you use to do it. So keep that in mind. But it will give back the items, and it will reconstruct what you've just unconstructed with your excavate key. Okay, so we've got some wood. Let's get our first quest done. So make 2. No, I don't need to make 2. Sorry, that's a mistake I used to make. You can make 1 crafting table. Just exit there. We'll get the quest complete. It's good to exit. I don't think it actually looks for it to get out of your inventory, so do that first. I've had it glitch if I don't hop out first. Now put the crafting table here, and a stick, and voila, I've got a crafting pad. I've got a mobile crafting table. Yay! I don't need to plonk it down, pick it up, plonk it down, pick it up, all that sort of stuff. I can carry it around with me. One thing to note though with the crafting pad is when you put down a crafting table and you put down extra items. So let's say oh well, the first thing I want to make is an axe. Yeah. So I can chop down some more wood and have more materials, right? So you put that in. See, I've got an extra stick. So I make my axe. The stick is still there. Now, if you put down a crafting table, depending on the mods and what have you, it'll either sit on the crafting table when you exit, or it will automatically return to your inventory. But see, I've got 4 sticks, 1 on the crafting pad. If I exit the crafting pad without removing it, it disappears. It's gone into the ether from which the crafting pad was summoned. So be careful of that. Do not leave materials on the table. They will disappear. Okay, I've lost a few important items doing that, and I've lost count of the amount of summoning wands I've had to make. Not summoning wands, builder's wands for Minecolonies, because you use them in the recipes, but it doesn't use them up. So it's still sitting there after you've done it. But I've grabbed down my builder's hut thing or whatever and left the summoner's wand sitting on the. And it's like, oh, I did it again. Whoops. So I'll just grab a little bit of extra wood, make sure I've got some supplies, seeing as it's so plentiful, with my lovely axe. Oop. You can see my wooden axe is all used up. That's because I accidentally caught the tree while I still had excavation button down, so I chopped all of those leaves and used up my whole axe. That happens a lot. It's a little annoying. Well. Okay, I can get some stone in a minute. Let's go to my crafting pad. Now, watch this. You can actually Boom! Take out a whole whack load of stone in one go, and use up your use up your wooden pick in one go, just like so. Now I'm not going to be able to recreate that because the water's going to mess everything up, so I can't even do my undo. That's fine. What I need to do now though is make a stone pickaxe, right? Whoa, we got a problem. It doesn't work. What? Where is it? Gimme. No, it won't work because you need stone, not cobblestone, for your stone tools. And it doesn't matter what stone you got, you can't make a stone sword. They can only either be found, well, they can only be found, basically, or given to you by another mod. You can't make stone swords. You can make stone knives. And that'll do me for this moment, till I get a better offer. You can make a wooden sword, that's fine, that's okay, but no, you can make all the wooden tools, you just cannot make stone tools from cobblestone. You need regular stone. Now I'll get me some coal. That is going to be very handy if I'm going to make some stone tools. Oh, and I got my bonus diamond flake thing. What is it called again? Diamond shard. Put 4 of those together, so you know, 4 of those together, and you got a whole diamond. You get that sometimes when you excavate up your coal. Wow, I've been talking so much, it's almost night time. So that is fun. Before the night falls, I will look up my quest rewards with that grave key. You're going to get, for your crafting table, a loot chest. Sometimes that can get you some pretty sweet stuff, and sometimes it gets you a bunch of junk. We'll see how well I do, and I'm going to get a nice bottle of enchanting. Tasty. And level up. Cool as. Okay, so I might have to hide in this hole here tonight. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how I go. So let's see what I got in my loot chest. Oh, heart jar, iron ring, wheat, coal, redstone, gunpowder, wormy egg. Gulp. Sometimes you get a simple tool or some iron, which is very handy. Sometimes you can even get a better loot chest inside this loot chest, but not today. I got a pretty lame sort of bunch there. Sad is me. Bottle of enchanting, that's good, because when I get to level 5 I can level my character, get into the level up stuff, but that's not going to be now. Alright, I think I'll end this here. That's my first day rabbiting on. You'll get a lot further in your first day than I will, but I'm at the point already where I need to cook up some stone to get myself some stone weapons. Not weapons, stone tools. So I'll bunker down, create myself a furnace, cook up some stone, and get to work with that. And in the next episode we'll start in the new morning, and we'll keep on our adventures here in life in the village. Thanks for watching.